Good afternoon. First of all, God, I also want to thank the Democratic Party for allowing me to speak and for each and every one of you for lending me your ears. My name is Jeremy Davis, and I want to talk to you for a moment about something I know each and every one of us care deeply about, and that's real change. We've spoke, we've marched, we've protested, we've demanded justice. In these moments of good trouble, those small victories matter because we've helped to raise the consciousness of our nation. But after we bring awareness to the problem, we have to take the next step. Real change happens when we connect our passion to participation. When we volunteer, we organize, and vote for leaders who will actually deliver on the changes that we seek. Protests do a great job of opening eyes, but participation opens possibilities. When you give your time to a campaign, you're not just helping that candidate, but you're helping all of us. You're saying, I want a leader who will work to dismantle systems of oppression, who will work to build strong communities, and who will truly represent those who they serve. We can't just stop at calling the system broken. We have to show up to fix it. This means volunteering to register voters. It means serving as election workers. It means knocking on doors. It means having phone calls. It means hosting community events or even running for office yourself. It means using your voice, your time, and your influence to bring others to be a part of this process. It doesn't always have to be at a microphone or on a megaphone, but just simple acts like sharing a post on social media, having a phone call with your friends, encouraging them to get registered, or helping them get to a polling place. These things make the lasting difference. Because the truth is, movements don't win because people get loud. They win because people get organized. Volunteering is a way to turn our passion into progress and our awareness into action. So yes, keep protesting, keep marching, keep raising your voice, but don't stop there. Protests, like I said, do a great job at bringing attention. Volunteering does a great job at building momentum. And of course, voting, most of all, seals the deal. That's how we honor those who came before us, like the late Pat Chisholm Miller, who led Precinct 2 with diligence, and how we make sure the next generation after us inherits a place that's better than we did. Thank you.
Okay, well, greetings everybody, and it's a fantastic crowd. Thank you for being here. You know, we're all here to resist this criminal Trump administration of greed, ignorance, climate denial, felons, and fascism. So we're all here to resist that force. Now, a little bit of history. I'm Alan Northcutt with Waco Friends of the Climate. We were founded in 2002 as Waco Friends of Peace with the beginning of the Iraq War. And we were the voice of opposition to that disastrous war in Waco. Every time George Bush was at the ranch, we were there at the checkpoint to let him know that we objected to his illegal war. So we may all be on Trump lists now, but I'm already on the Secret Service list, so that's just fine. So then around 2009, when President Obama took office and the wars cooled down, we realized that the climate crisis was the issue that threatened mankind. It was an existential threat. So for the last 15 years or so, we have had multiple programs to work on that issue. We opposed the Trading House Lake natural gas plant. We have pushed the Waco City Council to act on climate. We began a styrofoam recycling program for the first time in Waco. We give away carbon sinks as seedlings every year. And of course, we do many educational events. But now in 2025, with Trump, we realized he was the big danger to our climate. So his policies have damage the climate in multiple ways. And we were there on January the 20th to protest at the time of his inauguration. We held an anti-inauguration protest on the 20th at the same time as he was being inaugurated. So that was the first. After that, we've had coalitions with the Democratic Party and many other groups to protest in Waco. And that will continue. We initiated the first protest at Pete Sessions' office, and that led to a town hall in which he was really humiliated by a hostile progressive audience. It was amazing. It was fantastic. So, of course, we participated in many large protests, but we recognize that it's important to have a consistent, constant voice in Waco. So we have, since March the 1st, had weekly protests at the pedestrian overpass near HEB, Valley Mills, and Bagby at that pedestrian crossover, 1 o'clock to 2:30. So feel free to join us anytime. It's a great action and a reminder of citizens in Waco to wake people up that don't realize what's happening as we descend into a fascist hellscape. Today we'll hold it at 4:30 because of this event. Also, part of our work is to make the huge 24-foot banners, which are critical for visibility and protests. We made about 15 of these since the beginning of the year, and we will continue to do so. And so if anybody's interested in weekly protests at the overpass and maybe making signs and doing environmental projects, which we continue to do, feel free to join us. We have a sign-up email sheet outside at our table. You can email me at anorthc@aol.com. And we have a Facebook page, Waco Friends of the Climate. Please visit our table. We had a lot of free yard signs. If you'll use it, please take one. We've got a lot of these climate yard signs left. Raise awareness. That's the whole point. A yard sign is like a 24-hour protest. So please take one and use it. In conclusion, if you feel inspired, you want to act, please join us today, 4:30 to 6, on the pedestrian overpass that I mentioned. Join in that protest. I think you'll feel a way to express your outrage. And let me conclude by telling Trump, no more coal, no more coal, no more oil. Keep your carbon in the soil. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Ann Howard. I am a senior university scholar at Baylor University. I study piano, biochemistry, healthcare leadership, and business administration. I am here to proudly represent HOTNIR, otherwise known as the Heart of Texas Network for Immigrant Rights. Here at HOTNIR, we are a growing grassroots network of individuals, neighbors, volunteers, faith leaders, educators, healthcare providers, and advocates, united by one belief: every person deserves to live with dignity, safety, and respect. No exceptions. At HOTNIR, we do more than talk about justice. We show up for it. When there's an immigration enforcement action or family emergency, we have responded. We help families know their rights, connect them to legal support, and make sure they're not facing these terrifying moments alone. We train community members to document incidents safely, offer rapid response, and surround families with practical and emotional support when they need it the most. But we can't do this without community. We need volunteers who can be the eyes and ears in schools, churches, neighborhoods, and workplaces. People who can let us know when something is happening so we can act quickly. We need immigration attorneys, sponsors, social workers, counselors, teachers, nurses, faith leaders, and everyday folks to stand with families as they navigate some of the hardest times of their lives. We need hearts, hands, and voices. This isn't just responding to emergencies. It's about building a community where no one lives in fear, where children can go to school without wondering if their parents will be home when they return, where every family feels seen, supported, and safe. And here's the truth. You don't need to be a lawyer or an expert to make a difference. Sometimes what changes everything is a ride, a call, a witness, a warm meal, and a listening ear. Real people, just like you, are the reason families can get through a storm. Hot Near was founded when two people came together over coffee to discuss like-minded concerns and issues. I wonder sometimes that if two people could take their concerns and create a network of over 400 people, what can we do? One individual with a passion and now a network. If you've ever felt like you wanted to help, to do something that matters, this is your moment. I have never spoken in front of a forum before. I actually disdain and am actually extremely fearful right now. However, there comes a time when you need to speak. When there's a time that, such as now, even my fears are not even amounting to the fears of others in our community. This is your time to act. I always tell myself, usually not in front of a few hundred people, to do great things, to do small things with great love. So, I'm going to leave you with a question. What can you do that is small, but with great love? If you have any type of interest in working with our entrepreneurial community, we would love to have you. Anyone is welcome, even a piano minor who wants to become a doctor, like myself. If you have any passion, any type of skill, or even just want to show up, we have a table out front, and we would love to meet you. I would love to meet you as well. Come talk to us, sign up, or scan the QR code. We will be able to find a role that fits you. We have multiple groups with various passions and pursuits, and if you also have a space that you feel needs to be filled, we have a network that is willing to connect and work with you. Thank you.
All right, so we know that James Talarico is almost here. So a couple things I wanted to mention while I had the chance. Very importantly, next weekend we have No King's Day, and that will consist of two protests. One of them is, and they both are from 10 a.m. till noon. One of them is at what we call Freedom Corner, which is the corner of Valley Mills Drive and West Waco Drive, in the place where we've been ever since January. And then the other protest is on that pedestrian bridge that Alan was talking about a minute ago. So those are going to be large protests, and we hope you'll turn out for those. They are going to be it's part of a national protest. The protests are sponsored by all the members of this coalition. In particular, though, Indivisible Waco, the meddling kids, are kind of standing up and taking a little bit more of the lead with protests now as the McLennan County Democratic Party moves into the election and candidate forums. So anyway, these will continue throughout the year, I'm sure next year. But Saturday, 10 a.m. till noon, is going to be a big day for us. And then in addition to that, I have to mention that every year we are out on the Brazos with a voter registration table. It is usually the most successful a voter registration table we do all year. It is a challenge for us to get over there in time to do it. The setup time we're given is 10:15. So if anybody wants to volunteer to miss the No Kings and help us set up a tent and a table and a banner out on the Brazos so that it's waiting for our voter registrars to come in, email us at mymcdp@gmail.com. I wanted to ask, are Peter and Marjorie Colgan here? They're up there somewhere. I just wanted everybody to know that to a great extent this is possible because of them. So everybody give them a big hand. And then I should say, just because it would be hard for me to track everybody down to say it, if you are a speaker, you might want to head to the green room behind stage for pictures with James Talarico at the end. We can't bring everybody back there, but if you were part of the program, head back there and see him. Then I want to tell you about the next speakers, and that will be the Honorable Judge Lucy Ann Sanchez-Miramontez, Justice of the Peace, James Yasko, speaking for Indivisible Waco, but he is also introducing Talarico, and then Representative Talarico. And if he doesn't get here, there'll be more music and probably more of me talking. So just be ready for whatever happens. Okay, this has been wonderful, and more music and fun.
You never take advice. Someday you'll pay the price.
Hey, how's it going? Everybody making it back in? Oh, we can do better than that. Come on, Democrats. That's right. Get it rowdy. I'm so happy to be here with all of you this wonderful afternoon. I'm Judge Lucy Ann Sanchez-Miramontez. I serve Precinct 5 of McLennan County. I'm proud to be the first Hispanic JP in the history of McLennan County. It is my honor to serve you all. I'm here to inspire you by making a difference through volunteering. How often do we stop and truly consider the power of a single hour, 60 minutes, a length of a sitcom, or maybe a quick trip to the grocery farm? Volunteering transforms the measure of time into a powerful currency of kindness. It becomes the difference between despair and hope. The truth is, our world is filled with invisible needs. You don't have to look far to see gaps. The local animal shelter is stretched thin. The mentor who is missing from a child's life. The elderly neighbor who can't lift their own groceries. Or the local food bank that needs every single can that is donated. These needs are real, and they are overwhelming if you try to tackle them alone. But we aren't alone. And this is why your single hour moves mountains. Volunteering isn't just about massive movements, it's about micro impacts that accumulate into monumental change. Think of the student who's failing math, ready to give up. You spend an hour tutoring them, not just teaching fractions, but showing them they are capable That single hour doesn't just raise a grade, it ignites their self-belief. It gives them a foundation for their entire future. That is the power of presence. That is the ripple effect of service. What is truly magical about volunteering is that one of the few things in life where the giver receives just as much, if not more, than the receiver. When you step up, you don't just fill a gap in your community, you fill a gap within yourself. You gain perspective, a fierce sense of gratitude, and a deeper understanding of our shared human experience. It strips away the small anxieties of daily life and reminds you what truly matters. It connects you to your community in a way that simply writing a check would never do. So here's my challenge to you today. Don't wait for a grand opportunity. Don't wait until you have weeks of free time or unlimited resources. Start with a single hour, 60 minutes. Find a cause that stirs your heart, whether it's mentoring, conservation, supporting veterans, supporting democratic causes. Commit and show up. Because when you choose to invest your time, your energy, and your empathy, we aren't just making a difference in someone's life. We are fundamentally redefining the value of our lives, of our community. We are proving that the most powerful force on earth is simple, selfless acts of caring. So I ask you, go out and give 60 minutes of your time. Let us go out and spend the currency of kindness. Thank you. I'm Judge Miramontez. Have a wonderful afternoon.